Hi everyone, my name is Priya and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be trying out the Koi Watercolors 48 set and the Bockingford watercolor paper hot press. Now, just a quick disclaimer, I am not sponsored by any of the brands of products that I'm showing. I've purchased these myself just to see if I can find a product that maybe I can add to my art supplies and maybe that'll be a good addition. So you can see from what I've showed you there, the watercolors, that this is a 48 set. If you've watched my art haul video, you would have seen I bought a 72 set, but the reason why I made a video with the 48 set first is just to show you that you don't need all the colors in the 72 set. You can use the 48 set to create almost anything, and you don't need a large set. If you're looking for a set that has all the colors that you would need and you're looking for something that to invest in, I would think the 48 is perfect. Now you can see I'm putting a lot of water onto the paper. The paper is very smooth and I'm using some of the colors and letting them bleed into one another. Now I should have actually taped down the paper with some masking tape or washi tape, but that's not a problem. If there's any warping or anything, I just can use a hairdryer to dry it, as well as just once it's dried, lay it under a couple of heavy books overnight and it should be flat by the morning. So that's not a problem, but I would suggest using some tape to tape down your paper. It's just that I really was so excited to use the paints that I just started working without even thinking about taping it down. So as you can see, the colors are very vibrant of this paint. The paper is very smooth. It is hot press paper, so definitely it is going to be smooth for fine details. So if you're going to do a lot of detailed work, I think it will work perfectly for that. I do use hot press watercolor paper for my color pencil drawings, so I think this could be an option for me to use for my color pencils as well. The colors are very vibrant, they mix very well on the smooth paper. The paper, they blend also absolutely fantastically, and you can see as I'm drawing in the palm tree, you can see how effortlessly I'm able to create those different leaves, and I'm able to layer upon it to multiple layers. So the paper can take a lot of water, it can take a lot of paint, and the paint as well, I can layer and layer and layer, and I'm not lifting the paint from the previous layers, provided that it is obviously dry. I am drying my layers in between with a hair dryer just to speed up drying time, as well as to flatten out the paper. But now I just realized that I didn't like the edge being white with that uneven edge, so I decided to put more color and try to cover that up. Now it is looking very blotchy at the moment because obviously the previous layers of paint has dried. That is going to happen with watercolors, but you will see as I'm adding more layers and more pigment of the paint, you won't be seeing much of that towards the ending of the video. So you can see I'm adding in the clouds. I'm also darkening up certain areas. You're going to see I'm going to come through with a lot of heavy blues, just a lot of pigment of blues just to cover up. And you can see once you add the purples and the blues, you can see all those blotchiness getting less. This was not a painting that I'm going to make like it's a real detailed piece. This was just a try off the paper and the paints just to see how they work, and definitely I enjoyed working with both. The paper is very smooth, the paper takes a lot of water, it can take a lot of paint, you can get a lot of details onto the paper, and the paints as well, very vibrant, very saturated. You can use them for anything. The set of 48 is sufficient for you to use. The only thing is the white of the paint is not very opaque, it's very translucent. So for the highlights in the water, I ended up going with some white gouache just to get that little shine on the water. So that's the only thing. All the supplies I'm using will be listed in the description box below, but yeah, that's the only thing. But besides that, I got no complaints about the paints. They blend well, they work well, the paper is very smooth, it's enjoyable to work with it. So definitely these are good additions to my art supplies. So I guess that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to like and share. Feel free to comment below and don't forget to subscribe. Till the next one, bye.